Welcome to Bike Ride Reviews. I'm your host Scott, bringing you everything you need to know about the latest e-bikes. Today we're checking out the Himiway A7, a full suspension commuter e-bike with a 500-watt hub motor, comfort-focused features, and a spec list that looks like it should deliver solid urban and light trail performance. In today's review, I'll introduce you to Himiway, run through the A7's main strengths and weaknesses, explore the bike's full specifications, and go over the details that matter most when you're shopping for an electric commuter like this. Whether you're looking for a daily ride or an urban workhorse, the A7 might just tick the right boxes. Let's get into it. Chinese e-bike brand Himiway launched in Shanghai in 2017. It operates primarily in Europe, Canada, and the United States, where it has a warehouse in Costa Mesa, California. Himiway sells its bikes through its website and a network of third-party dealers. The brand is known for its focus on extended battery range and rugged frame designs. Himiway first entered the market with the Cruiser model and has since expanded its lineup to fat tire cargo bikes, moped style, and commuter e-bikes. If you're interested in learning more about Himiway's products, you can find links to 9 models reviewed by Bike Ride in the video description below. The A7 is a full suspension commuter e-bike with a step-through frame, 500-watt hub motor, 720 watt-hour battery, and 8-speed Shimano drivetrain. The A7 ships as a Class 2 e-bike, with the option for Class 1 in the settings, and Himiway gives an expected range of 50 miles. In Class 2 mode, riders can use the throttle or pedal assist. The bike has both torque and cadence sensors, and riders can choose which one manages the pedal assist. Suspension consists of a 120mm coil suspension fork up front and a 40mm coil shock at the rear. Braking is handled by Shimano's MT200 hydraulic disc brakes with 180mm rotors. At 72.7 pounds, the A7 is no lightweight, but some of that weight comes from the full suspension setup and the accessories, which include integrated front and rear lights, a MIC-compatible rear rack, and full coverage fenders. Himiway also sells the A7 Pro, which has the same frame as the A7, but with a mid-drive motor, 9-speed drivetrain, integrated display, and ABS frame lock. The A7 delivered excellent results in the range tests, easily outperforming its competitors in both pedal assist levels. Thanks to the great range and consistent battery draw, riders could easily cover significant distances of over 40 miles in a single day. The A7's full suspension setup is a nice addition for a commuter bike, and it's rarely seen in this price range. While not designed for rough trails, the suspension did a good job of smoothing out the kinds of broken pavement and light gravel commonly encountered on urban commutes. The hydraulic coil fork has adjustable compression, preload, and rebound, as well as a lockout, making it a notable upgrade over the basic coil forks that are found on most bikes in this price range. The shock at the rear only has adjustable preload, but it still provides a plush ride that suits the A7's commuter and cruiser character. The menu on the A7's display is laid out well, with clear item names and intuitive navigation, so you won't need the manual to understand the settings. The range of adjustments available is also impressive, with options to modify speed limits, assistance levels, and torque output in all 5 pedal assist settings. The ability to switch between torque and cadence sensors is another standout feature, and it's great to see customizable lighting functions, including flashing patterns and steady modes for the rear light. The A7's easy-to-navigate menu and high level of adjustability should be a standard for the e-bike industry. They allow riders to fine-tune performance to their preferences and unlock the bike's full potential. I ran into some trouble with the A7's brakes early on. While assembling the bike, I noticed that the brake calipers were hitting the rotors at both ends of the bike. Upon closer inspection, I identified 2 problems. The front rotor was rubbing against the top inside edge of the caliper. To fix it, I had to use a longer bolt and 2 washers at the top of the brake caliper mount to properly align the caliper with the rotor. Obviously, this should not have been necessary, and appears to be caused by a misaligned brake mount or an incorrect bracket. At the rear, the rotor was rubbing on the side of the caliper. I assumed it was a misaligned caliper, rubbing on a brake pad, but discovered that a washer on the rear caliper mount was touching the rotor. The clearance between the rotor and the caliper mount is only 1 to 2 millimeters. While this was easier to fix by replacing the stock washer with a smaller one, this is still not an acceptable problem. Faults like this just shouldn't occur. While it's normal for brakes to require some adjustment when setting up a bike, they should not require modifications to the caliper mounts to get them functioning correctly. The Himiway website states that the A7 fits riders from 5 feet 3 inches to 6 feet 1. However, at 6 feet tall, I couldn't find a comfortable position on this bike. The included seat post is surprisingly short. It measures just 152 millimeters in total, with only 90 millimeters of usable range between the saddle and the minimum insertion mark. Looking at the frame, it's clear that the design of the rear suspension mount limits the seat post length, leaving taller riders at a disadvantage. Using the stock seat post, the riding position was cramped, and pedaling was uncomfortable. There was no way I could ride the bike like that, and I had to swap the seat post straight away so I could carry out my test rides. I expect that anyone over 5 feet 9 inches is gonna need to change the seat post. I've already discussed this bike's suspension and sizing, so I don't need to add any details there, other than to say that the fork uses a through axle for improved strength and rigidity. Himiway says that the aluminum step-through frame can carry 330 pounds, including a rider, and up to 55 pounds on the rear rack. The frame is available in white, midnight blue, or this deep red finish, with all accessories and components, apart from the cassette and chain, finished in matte black. I think it's a very smart, luxurious looking bike. The A7 has an upright riding position that suits comfort-focused cruisers and commuters. The stem offers 50 degrees of angle adjustment to help dial in fit, as long as you're under 5'10", as I already noted. Anyone taller than this is going to need a longer seat post. A 500-watt rear hub motor with 60 Nm of torque powers the A7. It's controlled using a thumb throttle or pedal assist. Our test bike has a top speed of 20 miles per hour, which can be set between 4 miles per hour and 20 miles per hour in the user settings. Users can toggle between the torque and cadence sensors in the advanced menu to suit your riding style. The 48-volt, 15 amp hour or 720 watt-hour battery is integrated into the down tube, behind a black plastic cover, which is secured by a key-operated lock. This battery provides impressive range and reliable output, but the below-average 2-amp charger takes more than 7 hours to fully charge the battery. At the time of this review, the A7's battery pack is certified for UL 2271. But the bike itself is still undergoing UL 2849 testing. The electrical system and battery are IPX5 rated for weatherproofing, and the display is IPX6 rated. The A7 rolls on 27.5-inch spoked aluminum rims, fitted with 2.4-inch Kenda Cranium tires, sporting a smooth tread, suited to pavement and dry hard-packed trails. Most of the components are Shimano, including an SL M315 underslung trigger shifter, Altus derailleur, and 8-speed 13 to 32 tooth cassette. Braking is also courtesy of Shimano, with MT200 hydraulic calipers and 180mm rotors on both wheels. Set screws provide adjustable reach on the Shimano aluminum brake levers. The cockpit features a 680mm riser handlebar and a 90mm stem with 50 degrees of adjustment. The layout centers around a bright, colorful 3.5-inch LCD display, controlled by a 4-button pad on the left, with a thumb throttle mounted just below. The right side is home to the shifter, which has a visual gear indicator. Other contact points include rubber lock-on grips, a padded Cell Royal saddle, and alloy platform pedals. Complementing the package is a solid set of accessories, including a rack, full coverage fenders, and lights. The Spaninga taillight offers multiple functions, including flashing patterns and a steady beam. The taillight is integrated into a stylish rear rack, which has a mic adapter for easy mounting of child seats and other accessories. The rack also includes a 3-cord bungee for securing cargo. Safety is further enhanced by a white reflector at the front, red reflector on the back of the rack, amber reflectors on the pedals, and reflective stripes on the tires. The A7 impressed in our standardized tests, delivering power, range, and speed that matched or exceeded its competitors. The only chink in the bike's armor was its brake test results, where the stopping distance was slightly longer than the competition. The A7 climbed the small hill in an impressive time of 2 minutes and 54 seconds, over a minute faster than the Ride 1 Up 700 series, and nearly 40 seconds faster than the Aventon Level 2. The Velotric Discover was closer, finishing just 9 seconds behind the A7. Only the Denago Commute was able to outperform the A7. The medium hill climb produced a tighter result among the test bikes, which all have 500-watt motors. The A7 tied for second place with the Velotric Discover 1 Plus, again finishing just behind the Denago Commute, which was 16 seconds faster up the 226-foot climb. The Aventon Level 2 and Ride 1 Up 700 series again trailed behind the A7. The A7's motor response can be adjusted in the advanced settings menu by changing the power start and powering options, each offering 5 levels, from smoothest to most rapid. I did the 0 to 20 mph test using the stock standard setting for both options. Across the 5 test bikes, the 0 to 20 mph acceleration times ranged from 7 to 12 seconds. The A7 took second place with a quick 8-second sprint, a second behind the Aventon Level 2. The other bikes were 1 to 4 seconds slower than the A7. The power start and powering settings have a small effect on our acceleration tests. With both set to most rapid, the A7 reached 20 mph in 7 seconds, using pedal assist, and 11 seconds using the throttle. At smoothest for both settings, the A7 took 9 seconds with pedal assist and 14 seconds with the throttle. The A7 performed very well in both range tests, as it provided plenty of assistance over an extended distance. The 15 Ah battery delivered results comparable to larger 20 Ah batteries, supporting one of Himiway's core claims, that its e-bikes are designed for long-range rides. The A7 was especially impressive in the Pedal Assist 5 Boost test, delivering full power for nearly 40 miles, almost 6 miles more than the Velotric Discover 1 Plus. Remarkably, it traveled almost twice as far as the Denago Commute, which managed just 21 miles. This excellent range provides great peace of mind for commuters covering longer distances. In the Pedal Assist 3 range test, I've compared the A7 to some newer bikes, as I don't have Pedal Assist 3 data for the Aventon Level 2, Denago Commute, or Ride 1 Up 700 series. The A7 again outperformed the competition, with an impressive 45.77 miles. The Radster Trail fell short by 2 miles, the Himiway Rambler by 3 miles, and I was happy to see that the lower assist level extended the range a lot, and confirmed Himiway's claim of up to 50 miles for the A7. The braking test was the only disappointment during my time with the A7. I expected a strong performance from the Shimano MT200 brakes, which felt responsive and powerful while I was riding. However, the smooth tread and hard-wearing compound of the Kenda tires resulted in the brakes locking up easily. As a result, the A7 needed 23 feet to stop from 20 miles per hour, or 32 kilometers an hour, or over 25% longer than the 18 to 19 feet that was achieved by the Discover 1, Level 2, and 700 series. My experience with the Himiway A7 got off to a rocky start. As I adjusted the seat to fit my 6-foot frame, I noticed how short the seat post was, just 152 millimeters long, with only 90 millimeters of adjustment between the seat and the minimum insertion mark. As soon as I hopped on and tried to pedal, I knew this would be a serious problem. My legs felt cramped, and I couldn't pedal effectively, let alone ride for any real distance. So I swapped out to a longer seat post. With the ride position sorted, I found the bike comfortable and relaxing to ride. The upright posture and cushioned seat were comfortable for more than 40 miles during the range tests. The 2.4-inch tires roll quickly, and unlike the fat tires that are found on many e-bikes in this price range, they don't make the steering sluggish. It still surprises me that some bikes marketed as commuters don't come with a cargo rack, or even fenders. So thankfully, the A7 has both. The rear light is beautifully integrated into the rack, giving the bike a clean aesthetic while providing brighter illumination, with brake activation and optional flashing modes. The full suspension ride was smooth and comfortable. While the suspension fork and rear shock are entry-level components, they performed well over broken pavement, doing a good job of soaking up potholes. I weigh around 190 pounds, and the fork's compression and rebound worked fine for me in their stock settings. This bike's plush rear shock gives a significant boost in comfort compared to the hardtail commuter bikes I've ridden recently. The A7 accelerated well and delivered plenty of hill climbing power in pedal assist turbo, and the 5 pedal assist levels provide a useful and well-distributed range of assistance, with a notable increase in effort required when climbing hills in pedal assist 3 and below. Another great feature is the automatic pedal assist adjustment. Activated by pressing the power button when the bike is already powered on, this mode uses pedaling cadence, speed, and torque input to automatically adjust pedal assist levels, boosting assist when you pedal harder and reducing it to save power while you're cruising. I found this setting effective for maximizing range without sacrificing power on climbs. One small thing worth mentioning is that I noticed some frame flex when shaking the bike back and forth. This didn't affect riding up to 20 miles per hour, or 32 kilometers an hour, but in some downhill descents when I exceeded 25 miles per hour, I experienced some speed wobble. As our test bike is limited to 20 miles per hour, this rarely happened, and the A7 generally felt safe to ride. The A7 has a bright, easy-to-read 3.5-inch color LCD display. The control pad is mounted next to the left grip, and it has up, down, power, and mode buttons. The display has a simple 5-bar battery meter in the top left corner, and battery voltage can be toggled on and off. The current speed is prominently displayed in the center of the screen. Relative speed is shown as a bar to the left of the digital readout, and a similar bar on the right side displays relative motor power output. The bottom of the screen contains an information section on the left and the current pedal assist level on the right. Pressing the mode button cycles the information section through trip and lifetime odometers, average and max speed, current motor wattage, trip time, calories burned, CO2 saved, current rider torque input, and pedal cadence. There are 5 pedal assist settings: Eco Plus, Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. There's also the Auto Assist mode, which I mentioned earlier, which automatically changes assist level based on pedal cadence and torque input. This is engaged by pressing the power button when the bike is on, and when active, Auto Assist mode is displayed under the pedal assist level. Advanced features are accessed by holding the M button down until a pin entry screen appears. Use the M button to move through the digits, and the up and down buttons to step up and down. After entering 0510, press M to open the settings menu, which contains general settings, assist system settings, assist mode settings, and safety settings. General settings lets you reset the trip meter, set the default assist level, toggle auto assist on and off, adjust screen brightness, switch between metric and imperial units, set the auto power off time, toggle the voltage display, and change the interface color. Assist system setting has options for changing e-bike class. Our test bike can be set to class 1 or class 2, adjusting the max assist speed from 4 to 20 miles per hour, and setting the walk speed from 3 to 6 kilometers an hour. You can also perform a factory reset and view system info. Assist mode settings cover torque level in each assist level, the assist ratio, which is the motor output to rider torque, the power response tuning, which has the smoothness or rapidity of power application, the sensor selection, which allows you to choose from a torque or cadence sensor, and throttle response. And safety settings allows selection of one of the 4 taillight modes, which includes steady and flashing patterns. Overall, I'm impressed by the display's clear item names, easy navigation, and extensive adjustability. The only things missing are a USB port for powering devices and the ability to lock or otherwise secure the bike. While the Pro model includes an ABUS frame lock, the standard A7 lacks any pin or display lock to prevent unauthorized use. The A7's pin only controls access to the settings menu. The Himiway A7 impresses as a comfort-optimized commuter e-bike with features that are rarely seen at this price point. The full suspension frame, dual sensor motor control, long-range battery, and extensive user customization give it a clear edge over competitors in terms of versatility and ride quality. In testing, it bested the competition in both range and hill climbing ability, while delivering a surprisingly plush ride. However, the bike isn't without its flaws. The unrealistic rider fit, while not unusual in this segment, is disappointing. But the brake setup problems I experienced are particularly worrying. Not only were the brake problems dangerous, but even a basic post-assembly quality control test should have caught them. Without the brake issue, the A7 delivers outstanding real-world performance that largely aligns with Himiway's claims. The bike offers strong value for commuters that are seeking comfort, adjustability, and power in a feature-rich package. While it's not perfect, the A7 stands out as a capable full suspension commuter. What do you think of my assessment? Does the A7 seem like a good fit for your commuting needs? Or do shortcomings like the brake problems and short seat post outweigh the bike's plush ride and efficient power? Let me know in the comments. And if you made it this far, please leave a thumbs up and show you liked the video. And consider subscribing with notifications on so you never miss a new review. If you're still searching for your perfect ride, head over to bikeride.com, where you'll find hundreds of reviews, curated best e-bike lists, info on cycling events near you, guides to servicing your bike, and forums to connect with cyclists worldwide. There's always a new bike to review, so I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching.